Across the South Coast, live from Solent University, you're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 2 o'clock, I'm Lloyd Stevens and these are your Solent Sports News headlines. England rugby legend has announced that he will be retiring at the end of the season, and at 35 years old, he's calling it a day. He said it's a bittersweet feeling. He says it's sad that at the thought it's coming to an end, but I am excited about the end of the season. Breaking news, Norwich City have sacked manager Johannes Hoff-Thorup. Ex-Arsenal and England midfielder Jack Wilshere has replaced him as interim head coach. Norwich City correspondent Ethan Cook is with us on more details.
Thank you, Lloyd. Just today they have announced that they have sacked Johannes Hoff-Thorup after losing his 6 out of his last 8 games, including conceding 5 goals on the weekend. It took Norwich from basically fighting from playoffs to now barely scrapping for mid-table with just 2 games left of the season. Jack Wilshere taking over for his first ever managerial job. He has 2 games to prove himself. It'll be interesting to see how he does. He has a good relationship with Ben Napper going back to their time at Arsenal. And I guess we'll see how this unfolds in the coming weeks.
Thank you, Ethan. Moving on to the Premier League. Tonight, Manchester City face Aston Villa in a massive game for the Champions League spot. Pep Guardiola has called this evening's game a final for his side. Guardiola is calling on his team supporters to come out and give his players the extra push that they need.
People want the Champions League next season again, and hopefully can help us for the minute one. Don't wait. Sometimes we are sloppy, sometimes we're not playing good. It's that now we need them. We need them desperately, to support us, to make noise and be in there all the time.
With Tottenham Hotspur slipping to 16th after a loss to Nottingham Forest, will boss Ange Postecoglou get the sack? On 37 points with 5 games left, this could possibly be Spurs' worst season ever. In 1998, they only got 44 points. Postecoglou was asked after the match if he had a message for the frustrated fans.
I don't need to say anything to the fans. The fans are disappointed. They're probably angry as we are as well. It's too many losses, I know that. From our perspective, it's something we need to accept responsibility that we've fallen short of the standards we need to have.
Scott Parker's Burnley secured promotion to the Premier League last night with 2 games to spare after beating Sheffield 2-1. They will be joined by Leeds United after their 6-0 win over Stoke City. The Burnley boss says winning the second division in England feels different to the other times that he's done it.
This was a football club I walked into, and from the minute I walked in, there was a warmth, there was a love, there was a support. Gave me energy, really. Sometimes as a coach, that you're on your own, it's a bit of a lonely place, really. I've always felt the support, the real love of the group.
Wisden is England's most coveted cricket magazine, and they have come out with their 5 cricketers of the year, one of them being from Hampshire. We have Huzaifa Yousafzai to tell us more.
Thank you very much, Lloyd. That is correct. Liam Dawson is the Hampshire player who has been named in Wisden's 5 cricketers of the year. In fact, the first Hampshire player since Kevin Peterson almost 2 decades ago to enter into this top 5. The other names include England internationals Gus Atkinson, Jamie Smith and Dan Worrell, all 3 of which are from Surrey, and women's cricketer Sophie Eccleston. Hampshire will be looking to go one better this year and finish first in the county championship, and Liam Dawson is expected to once again be a big part of that run for the South Coast County. If they do manage that, they'll not only end Surrey's 3-year winning streak and stronghold over the competition, it could also bring Hampshire their first county championship title in more than half a century. So a big season up ahead for Liam Dawson.
Thank you very much, Huzaifa. We are now moving on to tennis. British tennis player Emma Raducanu has revealed that she intends to continue her part-time coaching partnership with Mark Petchey going forward. That follows the 22-year-old's run to the quarterfinals at the Miami Open last month. Raducanu, who's not had a full-time coach since January, opens up her campaign at the Madrid Open tomorrow. Fans are calling for Max Verstappen to change his racing style after a 5-second penalty cost him the Saudi Grand Prix on Sunday. The Dutch racer was seen to have gained an unfair advantage after leaving the track during a battle for the first eventual winner, Oscar Piastri. The win means that the Australian currently leads the 2025 Drivers' Championship with Verstappen having won every year since 2021. Ronnie O'Sullivan is returning to snooker in just over 2 hours after 3 months away from competitive action. 7-time champion O'Sullivan will appear at the Crucible Theatre in Sheffield for the 33rd consecutive year. The 49-year-old hasn't played a competitive match since January, where he snapped his cue at the Championship League. In basketball, the NBA playoffs are underway. The month-long tournament sees the best 16 basketball teams battle it out to crown the 2025 NBA champions. The favourites going in are the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Cleveland Cavaliers, who both led their respective conferences. Both teams won their opening game, the Thunder winning by an outstanding 51 points against the Memphis Grizzlies. Keeping across the pond, the NFL are getting ready for their upcoming season with the NFL draft starting on Thursday. That's all from us this hour. I'll be back at 3. Remember, you can keep up to date on our website and TikTok and Instagram, Solent Sports News.